What's happening, people? It's Terrence.
And your boy Seif.
We outside, and on our channel we know what that means.
DIY giant bacon.
Now listen, boys and girls, you know what we like?
Tell 'em.
Cherry Bakewells.
Love 'em, mate.
So why not make a giant cherry Bakewell? That's right! As usual, my second home Asda's for all the ingredients and all that good stuff. We'll see you at home. I will just dive right in and start baking. Let's go! So you start with a pastry. You now want to add 175 grams of plain flour in a bowl.
Next is 1 tablespoon of icing sugar.
Yeah, make it nice and sweet.
Oh, I made a mess there.
A little mess is fine in the kitchen, man. You can have fun with it.
That's what cooking is about.
Next up, you're gonna add the yolk of 1 egg. Not the white, boys and girls, no, just the yolk.
And next we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of cold water. Yes, it is a boost bottle, but it is not boost.
Imagine you put boost in that, crazy. And then you wanna add 100 grams of cold diced butter.
Gotta make sure it's cold.
And you give that a lovely mix. Oh yeah, get your hands in, get your hands in.
It should look a little like this. And once it does, we're gonna have to knead it until it all comes together nicely. And you'll see that in a little bit.
You wanna roll out your pastry. Get it nice and wide, enough to fill the whole pie tin. Here we are, placing it inside said pie tin.
And it's alright if it doesn't fit. You'll see, we had that mistake. Just do a little bit of patching.
You wanna make sure the pastry covers up all the way up the edge.
I prick the base so it doesn't expand too much while cooking. I covered this and I put it in the oven for 8 minutes. I then took the cover off for an additional 7 minutes.
Lovely. Once it's cooked, you're gonna wanna add some jam inside. You can use any type of jam. Strawberry, raspberry, cherry, mixed fruit, apricot. But we chose strawberry.
You want to spread it nice and evenly, just like this.
Now we're moving on to the cake. You want to add 200 grams of caster sugar, 200 grams of butter. Give it a nice mix. Work it together, nice
Ooh,
and
that came
smooth.
together lovely.
Oh yeah. Stephen, how many eggs do they need?
1 egg. 2 eggs. 3 eggs. And finally, 4 eggs.
That's right, boys and girls, 4 whole eggs.
That's a lot of eggs.
You want to add a little splash of vanilla. Now, you could use almonds, but we like the taste of vanilla, don't we, boy?
Of course, of course. And you know what? Just a little bit more.
Gee, just a cheeky little splash, you know, for the flavours. Then you want to finish up with your 200 grams of self-raising flour. Should look a little like this.
Now we bring in our pie crust and we're going to fill it as much as we can and get it as level as possible.
Yeah, get it all the way to the edges, mate. All the way to the edge.
When this is all done, we're going to put it in the oven at 180 for about 30 to 40 minutes.
Moving on to the icing for the top. You want to add, I think I added about 400 to 500 grams of icing sugar. That's right, it's a lot of sugar, mate, but it does the job. And just a splash of water. You want a nice thick consistency. A little bit like this. Oh yeah.
Oh, look at that.
Tasty.
When the cake is done, we're going to get that icing and we're going to put it on top. Again, we want it nice and even, right to the edges, alright?
Yeah, look how thick it is, boys and girls. That's what you want.
Oh, you do wonders with that spoon.
And it's time for the reveal. So first up, we get a regular size Bakewell. Here it is.
So nice.
Get on, get on. Oh yeah, God. Now fellas, I know we like cherry bakewells. But then
But who likes the cherry?
no one eats
Who
these
likes the
cherries,
cherry?
man. No one eats these cherries. This is standard, yeah?
I'm gonna show them a nice little cross section.
Take it back.
I don't even know if that focused. Lovely. Who wouldn't love nice little Bakewell?
What we naming R1?
We should call it a Bakewell tart. I think we should call it like a Bakewell slut.
The bakewell
A
salad.
Bakewell slut.
Now fellas, obviously can't get a giant cherry. Am I
It
right?
don't exist.
Am
We
I
look,
right?
we look.
So careful with this one, boys. Got a nice cherry flavored jelly for the top. Why? I was wetting up the whole cake, so what?
You cut it with it on it.
Well, look, it's moving around.
Just center it. Oh, jeez.
Yeah, you gotta cut the jelly, mate. The jelly is actually cherry bakewell flavor as well.
How am I cutting?
Do quarters and then more halves. Hang on. Let's take the jelly.
Just yam it in your gob.
Yeah.
Jesus.
That was cold, man.
Been in the fridge all day, son.
That was just all wet on top.
It's getting aged, man. So I've been called out for my slicing before, so I'm trying to do better.
Yeah, this is the worst guy at cutting. Bear in mind, every time you cut, that's gonna wobble out.
Oh,
You just wobbled it 50 times more.
Jesus.
Right, take us out a slice and we'll give them a cross-sectional areas. You didn't even cut the base of the piece. Pretend that's in focus, move our faces. Give it a taste, boy.
That's much sweeter, you know? Because the layer of the icing.
Yeah, man. You're going in for a second, huh?
Of course. You know what? Our pastry is much thinner as well.
Ours is sweeter. A lot more.
Especially cake. With that even layers of fucking cake. No. It's
Yeah.
even layers, son. Ours is much more cake.
Yo, guys, if you really like cherry, maybe you can put some little cherries on top for yourselves.
Yeah, that's not us though.
Oh, we enjoyed that cherry jelly.
Yo, we could have said cherries. Put a little cherry drop.
Gee, we do like cherry dogs.
Oh, they are lovely.
If you want to give this recipe a follow, let us know how it goes in the comments.
Yeah.
This one is delicious. We're gonna go eat it off camera. And we will see you guys in the next one.